Edwin and Owen debate movies
and TV shows.
Welcome to the first episode of Edwin and Owen debate movies
and TV shows. This season we will be looking at two famous sci-fi film franchises and debating them to see which one is better.
My one is Star Wars,
and my one is obviously Star Trek, the better film franchise, because Star Wars is kind of boring, honestly.
Then why do you have this?
That was supposed to be hidden. Anyway, so now we'll start with our reviews and later move on to our arguments. Let's see who goes first. That'd be you.
A New Hope is the base of all movies. You can think of it as a tree. It's the root of the whole tree. All the other movies are just branching off it. So now what's your review?
Well, the thing is, it's the same with Star Trek. The whole branching off into new movies and TV shows. It started before with Star Trek, with the TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Star Trek The Motion Picture is a spectacular movie about the crew of the Starship Enterprise as they try to stop an object that could crash into Earth. Even though the story seems a bit boring, which Star Wars actually is, it goes a lot deeper than you would think. Everything about the movie makes you think about living machines, risk of human extinction, and whatever mind melding is. Unlike Star Wars, which sets up his story by saying this guy's bad because he's got a red laser sword and this person's good because they have a blue one.
Jeez.
I rest my case.
Anyway, Star Trek is basing it off Star Wars. They have guns. They just modify it to look different. They have ships. They just modify it to make it look different.
Star Trek came out first in 1960s, the TV show, the original series.
We're talking about the Star Trek, the motion picture, and Star Wars, A New Hope, not the TV show.
Okay, fine. Okay, so now we'll see. Do you want to do your argument first or me? Let's see.
3.
Okay, that's me. Okay, well, anyway. Without this film, there wouldn't be 12 other fantastic films. This movie, just like Edward said about his Star Wars films, it sets up the scene for many movies that spanned over decades and created such a fandom that there are documentaries on the people who are obsessed with the franchise. Just because, and I admit, Star Wars is more popular, doesn't make it better or more interesting. There are movies that are really well known and popular, but they don't really do well by critics or general audiences. The general audience finds it as one of the worst movies in the series. For example, Star Wars The Last Jedi and Solo: A Star Wars Story, ever since Disney bought it.
Yes, I will admit. So, but the thing is, Star Trek is, I would say, a bit more complex, and it's not for that. I reckon yours would be more for older people.
Oh, come on.
As in more teenage stuff. They're more talking about that. But Star Wars is more of a little bit more basic, so you can understand it a bit more.
Yeah, well, I guess I see what you're pointing out, how it's a bit more, it's about entertainment, but there are a few, funny episodes. Fine, okay, not TV shows, but there are a few moments in the movies that are also funny, but I guess I admit that it is a bit more complex, which I find as actually pretty cool, because I like intellectual stimulation and stuff or whatever, but even the thing with Star Wars is it's pretty completely dumb, which is like just good guy v bad guy. You want like interesting, not all the time, but you do want interesting kind of like movies that will actually make you think rather than just watch and not have any feelings for it afterwards. After Star Trek movies, you continue to think about them.
Well, speaking of that, there is one thing I reckon you'd think about the most. Even though Star Wars has this a bit as well, I reckon Star Trek has it a lot more. How there's a lot more humans and normal looking people in Star Wars, but in Star Trek, there is more, how do I say it, more non-normal looking? Would that be proper?
Racist? Yeah, have you seen, there are so many aliens in Star Wars, like Jabba the Hutt. They're so ugly and boring.
You have more people than Star Wars does.
Oh my god. Well, the thing is, Star Wars A New Hope, that specific movie has a very predictable storyline, following a fairy tale-like trope, where a bunch of good people fight bad people and they all live happily ever after at the end.
But that doesn't happen. Obi-Wan Kenobi dies. You wouldn't expect that, would you, if you first watched it?
I guess so, okay. Well, moving on to the first one, moving on to your favourite character in each movie. Okay, let's see who goes first.
3. I see you again.
Oh, great. Okay, well, I guess the first is the best. Actually, they say second is the best, but that's okay. Anyway, Spock is my favourite character in Star Trek The Motion Picture. He's definitely my favourite character. He is a half human, half Vulcan. A Vulcan is like an extraterrestrial humanoid. So you think extraterrestrial humanoid that is always thinking logically and within reason. A half Vulcan who's torn between doing everything the Vulcan way when he experiences human emotions. Spock is brave, smart, and funny when he doesn't even mean to be. He is an amazing character who not everyone can identify with, but is definitely praised by viewers.
Well, my favourite character is Old Ben, aka Obi-Wan Kenobi. He is my favourite character because without him, nothing would be here. He brought up Luke Skywalker. He pretty much trained him as a Jedi. He saved everyone's life. When I say everyone, I mean Princess Leia, Han Solo, Chewbacca, and Luke Skywalker by dying, unfortunately for him.
Well, see your point. Now, let's see who goes first. This dice is really cool, by the way. Let's see who goes first for a final summary of our reviews of each movies. Okay, let's see.
3.
Oh,
This is a 3.
oh my god, I always get it. Okay, well, it's just a short sentence that we do at the end. Overall, Star Trek The Motion Picture is a better movie because of its complexity, originality, and the amazing character who is Spock.
Well, Star Wars is so much better than Star Trek because I haven't mentioned this yet, but it was the first film to make a new family-friendly world.
Okay, well, next episode you will see which movie wins based on the comments and who we show and what they think. Not what we think, but what they think. See you next time for Star Wars Empire Strikes Back against Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan.
And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe.
Thank you.